Hello. So right now it is 5:10 on the same day that I did that last video, right? And I watched it back because I edited it, put the other clips on it. And the more I watched, the angrier I got. Okay? Because I come across like such a whiny little bitch on it. Because the whole fucking time I've been doing this routine and all that, what do I keep saying? I keep saying make yourself better than your best excuse. So you're using that as an excuse. You're saying, you put weight on, oh I feel unmotivated, oh I feel good. Stop it! I'm sat going, just watch it, just saying to myself, stop it! Stop this negativity. You don't do negativity at all. Always try and look at the positive. Now, how am I putting weight on? Well, I'm not putting anything on my waist. Give my measurements, everything's still better. Do you know where I'm bigger? Fucking arms are bigger. Your shoulders are bigger. I know they are. I know it's muscle I'm putting on. I'm very blessed in that I've got good muscle memory. So my arms, for example, take a couple of weeks and then they just go, right, this is what we're doing, are we? And they start growing again. I noticed, what's it called, fucking side raise. Just taking a dumbbell and just doing this. Just doing this. Whenever I start an exercise routine, one of my weakest areas is my middle delt. So I've got 3 dumbbells. I'll show you, look on the screen. I've got a small, a medium and a large. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the small one and it's like, yep, that's just about enough. Look at it now. Exactly the same with the medium one. I'm so mad at myself for being as I was on that vid. I'm so cross. I said my t-shirt's feeling a bit tight. Same t-shirt, wearing it right now, doesn't feel tight. But I tell you what it does do, it actually feels quite loose on me. But it's this, my belly feels a bit bigger. So it couldn't possibly be that you're a little bit bloated, could it, Mark? Just a little bit, Great man once said, focus on the positives, ignore the negatives. Shouldn't be fucking talking, should be good stuff on these vids. Should be good stuff. Fuck the bad stuff, man. So yeah, look, I'm going to do this walk and I'm probably going to sit and stew for a bit. But the next thing you're going to see, the very next thing you're going to see on this video, is what I used. I channeled the energy, and unfortunately I may have taken my top off. So I'm sorry about that, but at the end of the day, I want to be able to look back in 6 months' time and see any difference in my shoulders, in my chest, in my belly, in my arms. So unfortunately, to do that means having no top on, so you feel free to skip it. But I'm going to channel how I'm feeling right now into a workout. The moment I finish walking the dog, got to get me fucking steps in, haven't we? So mad. Anyway, check this out. Look what I did with that madness. And the tunes by Grace, my brother. It's fucking sick, unreleased. Check this shit out. I know what you're thinking. I know what some of you were probably thinking, at least, is that form wasn't too great on those, and I get that. Still getting back into it. I'm swinging myself a bit too much when I'm doing the side raises and the front raises and things like that. And yes, my upper body is just fucking awful. I understand having the belly. Sorry, but it's one of those things. I need to be able to look back on these in 6 months' time and go, look, you can definitely see the difference, or you can't see the difference because you're not doing it properly. So yeah, so that was last week. I was across the old man last Tuesday. You were pleased to know that today I've weighed myself and I'm 16 stone 2.4, so I'm actually lighter than I was a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, or whatever it was, and I'm 2.5 pounds down on on where I was a week ago when I was just going under. Must have been a bit of bloating or something, who knows. So hey, how's it going, everyone? Vlog number 4. So that means we're into a new month. It's February now, February the 2nd. So I thought, because you know I'm much gonna love things like this, I thought you might want some statistics. Oh yeah, I like statistics. I've got a little post-it note with them with some statistics on. So, as you may know, or may not know, I may have mentioned it. I certainly mentioned it on the old Instagram. So I walk 10,000 steps a day, every day, without fail. It's funny because I watch a lot of fitness videos, or I listen to fitness videos when I'm working. And one of the things they say again and again, oh, I tried walking 10,000 steps a day for 2 weeks, and I can't believe how much weight I lost. Today, February the 2nd, 2021, is my 660th day of doing 10,000 steps. I'm pretty certain, because this walk that I'm doing this morning is 8,000 steps, so I'm pretty certain that I will do 10,000 steps today. So yeah, 660 days. The day after WrestleMania in 2019 was day 1, and I've done 10,000 steps every single day. When I had that heart scare back in October last year, I walked up and down the corridors while I paced up and down the corridors while I was waiting for my various appointments to make sure I did my steps. When I've had the flu, I've done 10,000 steps. On 2 different Christmas days, I've done me 10,000 steps. At the end of the day, having a little thing like this really helps. It doesn't matter. My rule is it doesn't matter how you're feeling, he needs to be walked. And because he's a spaniel, of course, Alfie needs a lot of walking, and he gets very upset, as you can see, very upset if he doesn't get his walk. So today is day 660, and because I do 10,000 steps at least a day, in January I walked 509,964 steps, which is quite astonishing when you think about it. Really, it's my most amount of steps since about October of last year. I think some of it will to do with the running, which we'll come to in a second, because at the end of the day, yeah, your step tracker steps whether you're running or walking. But yeah, that measures out an average of 16,450 a day, which not only is really amazing, but at the same time it could have been so much better, because I didn't run last week at all, because of the half marathon that I did the previous Friday. Let's just bring it up a bit more. Yeah, so last week, in terms of running and walking, I didn't really do much because I was trying to rest my legs so much. So I did what I call an evil ab workout on Wednesday, which was interesting because it wasn't actually that hard at the time, but it manifested itself on Saturday, of all times. I wanted to go for a trial run. Liz was going for a run, so I thought, oh, I'll tag along, and I got like halfway around the run that she wanted to do, and I couldn't, because so much of running is about keeping yourself upright and keeping your core engaged and things like that, and I couldn't engage my core because my fucking DOMs in my abs was so bad. So yeah, I did that, and I did more weights. I've started doing a thing with Dan, who we'll come to in a moment, where I asked him how many squats he could do in one go, and he said 75. I'm like, cool, I'll try and do 75 squats. So I did 100 squats. So like, yeah, man. So then he sent me a message back saying that I've just, I'll see what I can do. He did 104 squats. I was like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, and there's a video. I'm doing videos of myself because it's really easy to say, oh yeah, I did 100 squats. And it's like, well, prove it, sort of, So here's on the screen at the moment, as you can see, there's 2 videos of me doing my squats, because last night I sent Danny a message saying I'm going to try and do 120 squats. And it turned out that I had a bit more in the tank, but I didn't tell him. So when he sent me a message saying he tapped out 104, I was just like, oh right, okay, fair enough. And then I was able to send him a message saying, with yeah, the video you can see on your screen right now is actually 130 squats. So yeah, 130 squats in one go, and I did that after a run yesterday. Oh yeah. Anyway, we're getting off track a little bit before we go on to yesterday. Yeah, so oh no, we're not. So yeah, let's talk about yesterday. So yesterday, back on it, as it were. 5k run. Week off from doing my half marathon. And it's like, I can't do this anymore. I need to get back on it. So, so yeah, half marathon was the previous Friday. So yeah, so I'm trying to get a little bit distracted. So yeah, so I did my run yesterday. So I did 130 squats after doing a 5k run, and that's really good. What else can I tell you? Oh, so yeah, we ran in total. we ran 19 times in January, which is exactly the same amount of times that we ran in December, which is interesting. We would of course have run more times. We probably would have gone around 22, 23 times, but we of course, again, the half marathon meant that no. Actually, I think that's bollocks. I think I would have run 21 times because I ran on the Monday and I couldn't lift my legs properly. So I would have run on the Wednesday and the Friday. So I missed 2 runs. So it would have been 21 runs, wouldn't it? All told. I lifted weights 8 times in January. I know that probably doesn't sound like a lot for someone who especially wants to get a bit more muscle on me, but it was twice a week. That will improve. I'm sure I would really like to make that into 3 times a week. In fact, to be honest, what I would actually like to start doing is I run with Liz on a Saturday for, you know, support Liz. But as she's getting more confident with her running, I'm actually thinking of ditching the Saturday run and doing and swapping it for a weight session instead while she's out running, of doing some weights instead, because I think if I run on Monday, Wednesday, Friday and do weights Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, have Sunday as a rest day, I think that's the way that I'd like to. Oh, the sun's out, bloody hell. I think that's the way I'd like to do it. So what else? So yeah, so the other thing, fitness and health wise, is I mentioned my weight, as you know. So one of the things that my wife really wants to start doing, hang on a second, I'm just putting this post-it note back in my pocket instead of chucking it away because, you know, countryside and all that. So one of the things my wife has always been into, she's a big believer in the low carb or keto diets. And as a type 2 diabetic, I'm a man who should realistically try and keep my carbs to a very low level. So there is talk in the Pearson Deacon household of starting to go low carb again, or keto, one or so, in the next couple of weeks. So I've always been against it because I turn into an arsehole when I haven't had enough carbs. It's a lifetime of eating carbohydrates, and my body just going, no, don't like this at all if I have low. So I guess I become very grumpy, I become very tired. Right. So as an experiment, yesterday I said, well, let's just see how we get on. We'll have a low carb day, a lowish carb day. So by the time I had my dinner, I was on 30 grams of carbs that I'd eaten all day. I just had meat and protein and all that jazz. Yeah, and it's one of those things where we have to find that level of the right amount of carbs to keep me ticking over, but still be low carbs, because I was just so fucking tired. Admittedly, I'd done my 5k. I'm doing this thing. What's the woman's name? Leslie Sampson, I think her name is. Hang on a sec. No dog. There's a dog. Alfie! Alfie, come on. Come on, Alfie. Oh, it's found Poppy. Make Poppy look. Come on, Papa. Yeah, Leslie Sampson, I think her name is. And she does these walk exercises. So it's just basically, you're just walking on the spot, but you know, variations of that. And I'm finding that's a really good cool down after a long run. So I did that. I did my squats. I was absolutely exhausted. I was so tired, and I just felt all day like, oh my god, I'm so knackered. And then I had a dinner that was really quite heavy in carbs, and I was fine afterwards. So it's gonna be a tricky one to balance that one out. So I'll let you know how I get on. Basically, it could be that the next one of these vlogs that I do, I could be on day 2 or 3 of doing low carbs. And you know, it could be like, I fucking hate everything with a negative video going. So we'll see. It's one of those things. You see people who lose 8 pounds in a week by doing low carb. And bear in mind, I'm 16.2. I mean, imagine that. If I lost 8 pounds, I'd be 15.5 stone, which is my target weight at the moment again. Like, oh wow. But you know, it's whether it's sustainable or not. That's one of the things I just believe as a diet, as a lifestyle. For me, there's too many temptations in the world for it to be possible, you know. But we'll see. So that's something that getting up. So yeah, that's where I'm at, fitness and health and everything wise. So we didn't shirk off our responsibilities while we were recovering from the half marathon. We still did weights. Like I say, did an evil ab workout, doing squats. I'm just as active. I'm just not running because the legs really needed the recovery time. So, what else have I been up to? So, one of the things I need to say to you guys is thank you so much for your views, for your comments, for your feedback on episode 1 of Screwdriver the Twist, which went live on Friday. I think right this second it's on about 250 views, something like that, which is one of those things. It's at the end of the day, we're starting from scratch here, is the way I look at it. I've got a YouTube channel that's got 2,000 subscribers on it, but what tends to happen with my videos is if I don't do a video for a while, when I do a video, it's oh my god, Mark's back, yay, Mark's back, but then the follow-up video doesn't get any views. So it's one of those, okay, that's a little difficult to take, but you know. But yeah, this is a project that's not only is it ongoing, but it's also a episode 2 is already in the can. It's on YouTube. If you want the link to it before it goes, it won't go live for another week and a half. If you want the link, just let me know through social media of some kind. I'll send it to you, because I want people to see it. And not only that, but I think episode 2 is the best of the 3 so far. So yeah, thank you so much if you've watched it. Thank you so much if you've commented, if you've shared it. It's a fascinating little thing, and it's one of those things where this series that we're doing, where Dan will spring a question on me without any prep, is one of those things where if it's a topic that I've got that I've thought about in the past or something like that, it can work. So we've all thought about who will be in our Mount Rushmore of wrestling. So episode 1 was really quite easy to do, and episode 2, I'll give you a little spoiler now, we turn it around. So I'm going to ask Dan a question, and it turns into the most organic chat. It's like the chats that we've had 100 times, 1,000 times in the 11 years that we've been friends. Like, just here's a wrestling topic, talk about it, sort of thing, you know. And it's almost like the cameras aren't on because of the things we're talking about. But and this is where I'm going with this, trust me. Sometimes it doesn't go to plan. So on Friday night we recorded 2 episodes, okay, of the series, okay. And on the first one, Dan asked me the question, and I didn't have an answer for him, and I really struggled. So that episode will never see the light of day, because it's just me going, because I'm desperately trying to think of an answer to this question that I just can't answer. But then the flip side is we talk like, come on, this is 2 in the morning on Friday, and so I asked Dan a question, and I don't think Dan quite understands the question, so he's giving me answers that I'm sort of going, I know you better than that, try harder, sort of thing, you know. But the thing is, also, like I say, 2 in the morning, he's had a bottle of wine, I've had a couple of joints, so we've both got excuses. And it's one of those, look, if we want this series to be as the best that we can be, these episodes cannot be aired. So yeah, what I'm thinking is I will edit the first one will probably go in the trash, the second one will probably be stored as a bonus episode, like this is what happens when we fuck it up. This is the thing, it's the type of thing that if I had a Patreon account, for example, I could go, look, we recorded this, and if you're a patron you get to have it, otherwise no one's going to see it, sort of thing. But again, as I just mentioned about the episode 2, Patreon me wouldn't work, because I'm not very good at keeping things from you guys. Episode 2 went online, and I immediately wanted people to see it straight away. And it's like, this doesn't go online for 4 weeks. And it's like, yeah, 2 weeks gone by, and I just like, oh god, I want to release this episode, because I'm so happy with it. Outside of that, we did a little bit more on Liz's car on Sunday. We've put the heat events in, and we've put the cubby box in, but we can't get the centre console to go in because it's got the where it meets the centre tunnel, it's got a crack, which we're really cross about, because we bought this one with Liz has put all the leather on it, and then it's the oh fuck. So that's going to take some doing. We've still got the old centre tunnel, so I'm hoping we're going to try and make a hybrid of the 2 of them. But it was one of those, we just couldn't get the centre console to lock into place. And we're just looking at it going, why is it doing that? Peeled away some of the, you know, had to peel away some of the leather and looked at it and went, oh man, that's bullshit. So that made us really despondent. We were going to do some on Saturday, but we just couldn't be arsed. It's funny, we just couldn't be bothered. Like, it was when 2 weeks ago we were like, yeah, I need to get this finished. And then when we ran out of time, it's like, oh, it's all right, we'll do it next week. And it's one of those, I don't think we will. So that's good. But yeah, this week has been, outside of our fitness and healthy eating and all that jazz, we just haven't really done much. It's funny because I'm sure once lockdown's lifted and the world gets back to normal, which I'm confident it will in some respects, these vlogs are not going to be 20 minutes of Mark waffling about what workouts he's on. So I did this and this, but then it'll be like, this is actually what I've done this last week. But because there's nothing going on, this is why I don't Yeah, there's only so many fucking Zoom calls you can do, where it's like, so what have you been up to? Nothing. What have you been up to? Nothing. It probably doesn't help that it's springtime, is it? But you know, when you've got nice countryside times, and your little dog, hi Alfie, and you know, this is what do you do most of the time? Well, my desk working, or I spend a lot of my time walking the dog. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for the nice comments last week about what my weight gain could have been. Yeah, it's just maybe stupid, wasn't it, at the end of the day? So yeah, not really much else to say. We've talked for 20 minutes now, so yeah, I'm going to shoot off. And thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll tune in next week. I might have a little bonus video for you at the weekend, but it's probably going to be, if I do, it'll be some UW related content. So yeah, you probably won't want to watch that, will you? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been my vlog, 4 episodes in. Still enjoy doing this, so that's good, isn't it? And it means you get a bit of additional content as well as the SWATs. And yeah, take it easy guys. I'll see you all very soon.